What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so yesterday evening was Game 6 between the New York Knicks and the Miami Heat. And, of course, in Game 5, the New York Knicks were able to stay alive at the Garden and force a Game 6. Unfortunately for the New York Knicks, Game 6 was at Miami. And if I'm not mistaken, unless someone can correct me here, I don't think Miami has lost a game at Miami so far this postseason. And if that is the case, I'm trying to think about it. I don't think they've lost a game at Miami. But if that's the case, that streak unfortunately continued for the Knicks. Jalen Brunson had 41 points. He had a big game, 14 of 22 shooting. Overall, 5 of 10 from downtown, 8 of 9 from the charity stripe. He also had 4 rebounds and 3 assists, but he did commit 3 turnovers, and that last turnover was a pivotal turnover. It was an attempted pass to a pretty heavily covered Julius Randle, though I still think Julius Randle should have still been able I think he still should have been able to handle that pass, but it ended up being a turnover for the New York Knicks, and that sequence pretty much iced it for the Knicks. They never were able to really seriously get into a position after that to tie the game, and they lost 96-92 to the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat just are a very, very well-coached team, and I hate to say this, man, but they're a really good team. They're not, outside of Jimmy Butler, a great talented team, or I should say, a team full of talented individual players, but they are a great team, and they never give up. They're always in games, it seems like. They fight and scratch and claw when they're down. They rarely take their foot off the pedal. And they are validating what a lot of people say is Heat culture and how it's not for everybody. They had balanced scoring, as I said before. Jimmy Butler has not nearly had the series that he had against Milwaukee, but it has not mattered because the others have stepped up. Jimmy Butler, 24 points, but only 7 of 22 shooting from the floor. He was 10 of 11 from the line, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Bam Adebayo has had a pretty good series against the New York Knicks, 23 points, 9 rebounds. And even though the Bam is a center and Julius Randle is a power forward, but I would have to say in this series, Bam has outplayed Julius Randle. Bam, 9 for 20, but 5 of 5 from the line. Gabe Vincent, 7 points on 3 of 8 shooting. Matt Strauss, 14 points, only 1 of 6 from downtown. Duncan Robinson, 6 points, only 2 of 7. But it was still very balanced generally overall. There were 1, 2, 3, 4 guys in double figures for the Miami Heat. Kyle Lowry off the bench. And I think it's been a good move to get him coming off the bench because he does provide some scoring. Coming off the bench, 11 points, 4 of 6 from downtown, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 block for Kyle Lowry. As a team, the Heat only shot 40% from the floor and only 26% from downtown. They've really come down from that Bucks series when they were shooting like over 40% from 3. I think they shot like 45% from 3 or something like that in that series. Just ridiculous shooting. The Bucks' perimeter defense is just horrendous. Miami shot 92% from the foul line, 23 of 25 from the foul line. And rebounding was close, slight edge for Knicks 41-40. But the Knicks were not better. They only shot 38% from the floor overall. That's in spite of Jalen Brunson shooting 14 of 22. Only 29% shooting from downtown. The Knicks got to the foul line 32 times, but converted 28 free throws. How in the hell did the Knicks shoot 32 free throws, but the Lakers shot 42? I mean, just whatever, man. It just makes no fucking sense. The Knicks converted 12 turnovers to Miami's 7. And outside of Jalen Brunson, his teammates as a whole only scored 51 points. Julius Randle, who needs to be traded immediately, had another horrible game. 15 points on 3 of 14 shooting. 1 of 7 from downtown. R.J. Barrett, 11 points on 1 of 10 shooting. It wasn't for free throws, these guys would have been in single digits. Josh Hart, 11 points, 5 of 10 shooting. Hartenstein, 2 points. Obi Toppin, 7 points. Not enough scoring from the others. So the Knicks season ends, and Miami goes on to the Eastern Conference Finals, where they will play the Boston Celtics for the third time in a 3-year span. Season-wise, I guess it's a 4-year span, because remember they played in the conference finals back in 2020 with Miami prevailing, and last year, of course, that series went 7 games down to the wire, and Miami was just a missed Jimmy Butler three-pointer away from making it to the NBA Finals again. And now, I'm getting ahead of myself. Boston hasn't sealed the deal yet. But in my head, I think the odds are very great that Boston will beat Philly tonight. I would say it's a 90% chance that Boston will win tonight. It's going to take, to me, either a vintage Joel Embiid 40 to 45 point performance, a virtuoso on the road, or it's going to take a good Joel Embiid performance coupled with, Tyrese Maxey, James Harden, and Tobias Harris having great games, and maybe even another guy coming off the bench having a good game. It's going to take these guys playing very well on the road for them to upset Boston, in my opinion. But anyway, that's all I got to say about this, man. Congratulations to the Miami Heat. And all I'm going to say is this. Now, does it really make the Bucks look that bad? Everybody was clowning us, right, for losing to this team. But now they beating the Knicks. The Knicks were healthy. Right? So, maybe they were just better than what we thought. They're not your ordinary A seed. But anyway, that's all I got to say in this one.